Hello dear students, today we can discuss chapter coordination chemistry or coordination compounds from the class 12. Coordination compounds. Before going to the coordination compounds, in first year we have learned the definition of compound. What is meant by compound? Compound is a substance which is formed by two or more elements in a fixed proportion of elements by mass is called as a compound, right? So before going to the coordination compounds, you need to understand what is meant by addition compounds. Addition compounds, the compounds which are formed by the combination of two or more simple pure substances is called as an addition compounds. Let's take an example of addition compound. Consider a beaker with water, add KCl, potassium chloride, a simple compound, magnesium chloride, MgCl2, you will get a solution. After crystallization of this solution, you will get a compound KCl MgCl2 6H2O. So name carnallite. So carnallite is an addition compound which is formed by the addition or combination of two simple compounds, and those are KCl as well as MgCl2. Let's take another example. A beaker containing water, add ferrous cyanide as well as potassium cyanide. You will get solution. After crystallization, you will get a new compound having a composition K4 FeCN6. Name is potassium ferrocyanide. This is also an example for addition compound. Addition compounds of two types. One is double salt. Second one is complex salt. So then what is meant by double salt? Double salt is an addition compound but which loses their identity in aqueous solution. Why it loses its identity means it undergo complete ionization. Complete ionization or dissociation. and forms ions. Ions shows positive test. Ions shows positive test. And these double salts are crystalline solids. These are crystalline solids. See, take example carlite having composition KCl MgCl2 6H2O. When this compound is put into water, it dissociates into K plus Mg plus 2 and 2 Cl minus ions. See, all the constituents ions which are gets dissociated, hence the compound which loses their identity, those compounds are called double salts. While coming to the complex salts, complex salts are also addition compounds but which retain their identity in aqueous solution. In aqueous solutions, these complex salts doesn't or won't undergo complete dissociation or ionization. Okay, and these salts doesn't gives positive test for all the ions present in it. For all the ions, it won't give positive test. Why? Because it doesn't undergo complete ionization. See, after seeing the example, you can come to know that. So, example is potassium ferrocyanide K4FeCN6. When this compound is put into water, it dissociates into 4K plus and FeCN6 4 minus. So, ions produced is K plus. K plus ion shows positive test, but on Fe plus 2 ions as well as Cn minus ion. Why? That's the question. Because they won't undergo complete ionization or complete dissociation. So ions produce ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾರ. How it is possible to show the positive test? It is impossible. The compound which retain in this manner, properties are retained in this manner. Those compounds are called as complex salts. And the solution salts are also called as coordination compounds. Why they are called as coordination compounds? Because they are having a coordinate bond. What is meant by coordinate bond? So coordinate bond is a type of covalent bond. Then what is meant by covalent bond? Covalent bond, the bond formed by the mutual sharing of two electrons between the two atoms. Then bond is called as a covalent bond, right? But coordinate bond is a type of covalent bond. But in this covalent bond, there is a sharing of two electrons, but those two electrons are contributed by only one of the bonded atoms. Let's see the example for the coordination bond. That is NH4 plus. See, we know the ammonia molecule, right? NH3. Ammonia, nitrogen atom. There are 3 bond pair electrons and there is 1 pair, that is lone pair electrons. So 3 bond pair electrons, this electron from the nitrogen atom share with the electron from the hydrogen atom and form covalent bond. Like this, remaining 2 electron also forms covalent bond with the 3 hydrogen atom. Okay. So you know the term proton H plus. H plus yavaga formation agta ide when hydrogen loses 1 electron it forms H plus. H plus hatra electron illa, nitrogen hatra ಒಂದು lone pair electrons availability ಇದೆ for sake of bonding. So ಇವೆರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದಾದ್ರೆ there must be sharing of 2 electrons. But H plus ಹತ್ರ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗ ನೈಟ್ರೋಜನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ ತನ್ನ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂತ ಎರಡು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಅನ್ನ. ಸೊ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಎರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಒಂದು ಬಾಂಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಕೋವೆಲೆಂಟ್ ಬಾಂಡ್, but those two electrons are contributed by any one of the bonded atom in a molecule. That type of bond is called as a coordinate covalent bond. Then you will get NH3H plus then NH4 plus. So this type of bond is called as a covalent coordinate covalent bond. The compound which is having coordinate bond are called coordination compounds. Then how to define the coordination compounds? Compound in which central metal atom or ion surrounded by ions are molecules with coordinate bond. Are called coordination compounds. Take an example. First example is potassium ferrocyanide, and the second one example is ammonium sulfate. Ammonium sulfate. Okay. We can write the structure of this potassium ferrocyanide as K4 within square bracket. The central metal atom is Fe, and this Fe iron atom is surrounded by 6 cyanidoligands. 6 cyanidoligands. Central metal atom which is surrounded by ion. Ion is cyanido, Cn minus ions. What is the definition? Compound in which central metal atom are ion. In this case, central metal ion surrounded by how many? 6 ions. 6 ions in the surround agta ide through the coordinate bond, and this compound is called as a coordination compound. Let's take a second example, ammonium sulfate. In this, Cu is a central metal atom which is surrounded by 4 NH3 molecules. NH3 molecules are neutral in nature, hence we can call it as molecules, not as ions. Compound in which central metal atom surrounded by molecules with coordination bond. Hence, this compound is called as a coordination compounds. So, study of the coordination compounds is called as a coordination chemistry. Okay. There are types of complexes, or there are types of coordination compounds. Four types. There are four types coordination compounds. First one, simple cation complex anion. Second one, complex cation simple anion. Third one, neutral complex. Fourth one, complex cation complex anion. The example for simple cation as well as complex anion. That's first example, K4 FeCN6. ಹೇಗೆ this molecule ಹೇಗೆ ಈ coordination compound simple cation complex anion example ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ on dissociation of this compound gives 4 K plus ions and FeCN6 4 minus ions. Simple cation complex structure having negative charge complex anion. Second example, complex cation for the and simple anion, that is Ammonium Sulfate. On dissociation, which gives CuNH3 4 times 2 plus and SO4 minus 2. Simple anion because charge is minus, complex structure with positive charge, complex cation. Next, for the neutral complex, example is nickel tetracarbonyl because this complex structure does not carry any charge, hence it is called as a neutral complex. For the complex cation as well as complex anion, platinum Cl4. This complex cationic part which carries +2 charges, for anionic complex which carries -2 charges nullify with each other and forms a complex with cation as well as a complex anion. Right? So this is the overall brief introduction about a coordination compounds. Right? What I have learned in this video? First one, what is addition compounds? The compounds which are formed by the combination of two or more simple compounds in definite molecular proportions are called addition compounds. Addition compounds of two types. First one is double salts. Second one is complex salts. What are the major difference between the complex salt as well as double salts? Double salts which loses their identity in aqueous solution. Complex salt which retains their identity in aqueous solution. Double salts are the crystalline solids. Double salts undergo complete ionization. Complex salts doesn't undergo complete ionization. Right? Okay. Next, why the complex salts are called coordination compounds? Because they are having a coordination bond. Then how to define the coordination compounds? The compounds in which central metal atom or ion which is surrounded by Ions are neutral molecules with coordinate bonds are called coordination compounds, right? Okay. So what is the next part? Next part is types of complexes. Types of complexes. First one is simple cation, complex anion. Second type, complex cation, simple anion. Third one is neutral complex, and the fourth one is complex cation as well as complex anion. So next part is a basic terms in coordination chemistry that we can learn in next video. Okay, what are the basic terms in coordination compounds? Thank you.